certain parts in Berlin they weren't so nice, so money was not a lot. Didn't have a lot of money. And to be honest, Spurs had
it's like a sex shop.
made a big offer. I have to be honest, coming from that neighborhood, and I had the possibility. Like I was really close with Sevilla back in the day. Was Juan de Ramos was the coach, and he wanted me, so we spoke. And but at the end of the day, Spurs paid more money. So
paid more money to you or to the club?
No, to the club as well, and to me. So I went with Spurs because I said I need to take care of my whole family.
It's that Barclays era Premier League cash in it, loads of it.
So did you? So to be fair, you played with some decent players at Spurs. Did you look at the team sheet before you left? You know, or did you just think, you know what, it's all about the money?
Yeah, at the beginning was all about the money. I didn't look at the team sheet. I didn't look. At that time they had 10 midfielders, so I didn't even look at it. I was just, first of all, I was confident in myself, but I didn't even check out. I should have checked out that there were players that were better than me at that time.
Would you looking back? Would you?
Yeah, I would have never gone to Spurs at that time. I was too young. I should have stayed in Berlin and become a bigger player there.
And they're all weird and like, I don't know, they're like, I don't know what's going on with them. But fucking Peaches tried to flirt with me, like, this was like months ago on Modern Warfare 2. And I'm like, oh, that's weird, like that was like the first time I ever like sort of played with her. And everyone jumped off, so it was just like a 2-man after like 2 hours, and then fucking, yeah. And then the next day, Wordson's like, he's like, oh, Holly's in a good mood today, you must have like cheered her up and made her laugh and stuff when he's already jamming games last night. He's like, that's good, I like seeing her happy. He's like, we've been dating for like 6 months. I'm like, what? And then I'm like, yeah. And then I'm like, fuck, and then the next day, I hit her up. I'm like, why were you trying to play with me when you were dating?
Yo, on the left, in the Tambanco, oh my god.
Like, what do you mean?
I just sent you what I bought.
She's like, who told you that me and Wes were dating? I'm like, why? And she's like, I want to find out who's spreading it. It's not true. I'm like, fuck, what the fuck is going on between these, like, what the fuck? And then I just, like, stepped the fuck back, and then they, like, I just, like, stopped talking to both of them. And then they deleted me, so I'm like, whatever. I'm not being bullshit anyway. But then, out of nowhere, Peaches has requested to follow me on Instagram, and I open up her. She's got one post, and the only person she's following is me.
More experience, you know. But at the end, it worked out good.
A lot of players rush and make that move too quick, don't they? And obviously, sometimes finances do come into it. And if you're from the background that you're saying, where money was going to make a big difference to your life, sometimes the footballing element takes second priority. But if you had your time again, you're saying you would have stayed, you would have resisted the money and for the betterment of your career. You're saying, yeah.
Definitely.
It's a hard decision to make, though, isn't it?
Very hard decision. But looking back now, the money that I made there didn't help me. As a person, as a human, and as a footballer, you know, because too much money in that age. I didn't have like someone who took care of me, told me, listen, put money aside, be careful, do that. I just went out and I was alone by myself with 20 years old, making a lot of money.
What was you earning then? What was you making back then?
The good thing, I got like $1 million a year, 1.2, something like that. But back in the day, euro was double. So I got my salary, I sent it back to Germany, it was double. So I was double rich.
Wow.
So
what was you going out and buying, like cars?
Cars. I bought three cars in one day. Shout out to Elo.
Elo?
Yeah.
With the hair?
Yeah, exactly.
This guy, man. Remember, he used to be in the club. This guy, Elo, was like if you know Maxwell, the singer, he looked like him, he had the big hair.
He was
good-looking guy.
Best salesman.
But he was out and about in the clubs and he could get you anything.
Elo, yeah. So I tried because I didn't play a lot. I was in a bad place when I came to London. Didn't play a lot, went out all the time. So I tried to buy happiness, you know. So I bought 3 cars in a day.
3 in one day's kicking the ass out of it a little bit.
What car?
I was going to say, which cars did you buy one day
I
to
bought
make
a
you happy?
Lamborghini Gallardo Spider, and I bought a Hummer H2 with 27-inch
Inconspicuous then,
Anything else cliche?
Yeah, and a Cadillac from the 70s.
Wow.
Yeah, and I thought that's happiness. So after 1 week, I was unhappy again.
What's the training ground doing when you're rocking up in them?
No, I came with my Range Rover. I thought my Range Rover was already the big car, you know. So I brought my Range Rover from Germany to Spurs. So I came at the training ground and everybody had like Aston Martin, Lamborghini, Ferraris, like Aaron Lennon and all these guys, you know. And I said, it's too small, that car, so I have to...
Level
and
up.
I didn't play 1 second. I didn't even... Like, I trained with the team 3 times. I was 20, I said, So I went to Ilo, what you got? Yeah, Lamborghini, bang, bought it.
So when you've done this and you go back to the training ground, are players noticing that you've got this car and you're not playing? They didn't even care.
No one cares. Like England, mentally, they're different. You know, if you do that in Germany, it's going to be in the news everywhere. But in England, no one cared. They were like, oh, nice car, and that's it.
And Martin Yall, so he's the manager at the time, right?
Yeah.
What was he saying to you? Lad, like, we've just bought you, you know, you got players that you can learn off. Like, you said...
No, the funny, like, don't even go into it because I get aggressive.
Yeah.
The funny part was, I'm 20 years old. Komoli, back in the day, was this sportive director, and Daniel Levy, they wanted me because they wanted to build, like, the new Arsenal with the best young players. So they got Adel Tarab, Yunus Kabul, me, you know, they bought, like, from every country around, like, the best players. Yeah. So they wanted me. Martin Yall didn't even want me. So after 1 week training with the team and I'm getting to know everybody, he calls me in his office and says, hey, I see you got talent, but I don't really need you. Whoa. And I was like 20 years old, you know, I just came from home. I left my family, everything. And he told me in the face, he's like, I don't really want you. Like, you're going to be around, but you're not going to play.
What does that do for you mentally as a young kid?
This was one of the toughest moments in my career as a young age.
Was you training well, though?
Yeah, I did my thing, you know. Like, I came there and get to know it. Bro, 1 week.
Did that affect the how you trained after that?
Exactly. Because then I said,
like, what's the point?
What's the point? Let me enjoy the city. I buy cars. So I search for happiness around everything. I was never in the team. I was always at the stands at the White Hart Lane.
What was his reason for that, though, lad? I don't know what a manager gets
back in the day had problems. They didn't communicate good. Was not a good connection. Martin Yall and Komoli and all these, you know. So what player Komoli brought, Martin Yall didn't want to play him.
Oh, okay.
And then it came to one part that I came back from. It was like 3 days off or whatever. I went to Germany. I came back and I came in the dressing room, and on my locker wasn't my name anymore.
Oh no, you're still alive.
I was like, and then the kid man said, yeah, you're in the different dressing room. I said, what you mean? So they just took my number 17 and gave it to Giovanni Dos Santos.
Oh, mate.
And they just took my number.
That's the biggest disrespect, isn't it, for a player?
He was supposed to be the next Ronaldo.
No, but you're in the first team dressing room, and you walk back in there, and the man, the kit man, not even the manager, the kit man goes on that. You're in the with the kids.
I had one of my
then you know, you just go down.
It shows how bad it is, doesn't it, when you've got sporting directors and managers that aren't on the same page.
Yeah.
It's catastrophic.
I've learned from that. So every other team I went to, I needed to
Speak to the manager.
Both. I said I want both to want me because then, like, I learned my lesson. So then I was in the second team for no reason.
For how long?
Then, for like 2 months or something. Then Martin Yall got sacked, and who came? Juan Ramos.
He wanted you at Sevilla,
and he was angry. He's like, you were supposed to come to Sevilla, why didn't you come?
Oh.
And then I didn't play again. And I said, what you mean? I went to Sevilla. You were not there anymore. You're here now.
Yeah.
So I thought I have a new chance, a new coach coming, you know, a new manager. He comes, angry with me. Like, really angry. They put me out of the team and everything. But then I performed good, and he gave me at least like 40 games. He gave me a little bit of hope.
It's crazy how managers can really affect you as a young player. So you played alongside some great players there. Modric.
Yeah.
Like, what was he like then? Because obviously we know what he is now, and he became like a legend of the game. Yeah. What did you always see that in him?
Yeah. When I trained with him, you could see he's like unbelievable. His outside foot and the way he read the game. And physically, he wasn't ready for the Premier League. You know, the Premier League was different. They were all huge. They went to the gym and just so much weight, you know.
You get anywhere near him? Oh my God! Did he just taking it away from you every time?
Impossible, because he knew already what he did before the ball came. You know, so his first touch, he just passes you. So you could see that. Then Jermaine Genius, box-to-box player, you know, he was.
How good was JJ? Because a lot of people don't really chat about.
He's
JJ.
Underrated.
Yeah,
he's so underrated. Like, he was a great player, finishing. Like box-to-box running, defending, like he did it all. Like, he had Modric was the brain, and JJ was the body. But technical as well, good.
He's gonna clip this one up, man. He's gonna love this one.
Yeah. He's a good, I love him. Shout out, Jake.
Yeah. but you know.
Sorry, what about Bal? Because Bal was there as well, wasn't he?
Bal was horrible.
Was this when he was left back?
Yeah.
He got 26 games and that'll win.
Yeah, exactly. So we both went to the second team. We both got sent to the second team, so we played at the second team. Me and Bell.
Yeah, what
And
we
then 3 years later, we see each other at Champions League quarterfinals at Santiago Bernabeu. Real Madrid, AC Milan.
I want to stop you right there. And obviously, you had bad experiences. The manager don't want you. New manager don't want you.
Like when it
You compare yourself and Bell. Do you think you took the right approach when the managers didn't want you? How did you train afterwards? Because obviously you said that you was enjoying your life and that. Compare that to Bell. Was he doing the same thing? Was he out and about? Was he, you know?
You know, the difference is when you grow up, when you're young, if you have like a stabilization around you, stable life, family, whatever. I didn't have that. My family was all over the place. You know, so I was by myself. Of course, I took the wrong path.
I'm not gonna lie.
Like I did everything a player shouldn't do. You don't play. Usually, you go in the gym and you work out and you do more. That's why I can speak out of experience, because afterwards I did that, and then the fruits come. You know, you're gonna play. Like I went out, I went clubbing, I didn't train good. I didn't care. I put on weight. You know, Bell was working out. He was becoming the machine he was afterwards. You know, so he went left, I went right. Like I took it in the worst way ever.
But you said that you looked at that situation and you realized that you needed to play.
Yeah.
So then how did Spurs come up? I mean, how did Portsmouth come up?
Yeah, then I went on loan to Dortmund with club. That was good because he gave me a lot of confidence. He gave me a lot of energy. They didn't have the money to buy me at the end, but it gave me back the feeling to be a footballer. You know, I was like, oh, nice, okay. So I came back to Tottenham, but Tottenham for me was like a dark zone. So I wanted to get out of there.
You've gone too fast.
Yeah, you gotta stop, pause, and Klopp a little
Dortmund,
bit.
Klopp, who you played with, good team.
Nah, they weren't quite the finished
They
team.
weren't.
That was the beginning of Dortmund being the side what it is today. You know, had like Alex Fry as a striker. It wasn't like unbelievable player, but remember that.
There's gonna be some mad names in this team, by the way.
So Mohamed Zidane, you remember that guy?
Yeah.
What a good player.
Like the
So-
Egyptian guy.
The Egyptian.
Oh,
guy,
bad player.
They call him the fake Zidane.
Yeah.
So what that was that team. So I came there, coming from playing nothing, and Klopp loved me because he said. But when they announced that I come to Dortmund, like they criticized the club, like unbelievable. Why you bring that guy in? He's crazy. You see what he's doing in Tottenham.
Buying 3 Lamborghinis in a day.
Yeah, exactly. So Klopp stood up at the press conference and said, "I brought him here, and I will make him the player he is."
Wow.
And he said, like Prince Bowden has a book of 1,000 pages. And each page is different. That's how good he is. That was like his announcement when I came there. I was like, wow. So I said I would give my life for
Do
this.
you think that's his best attribute as a coach, that he can get? Because he looks like he's the type who gets players on side. Come, I'm going to take you on a journey.
Every player would die for him on the pitch because he gives you that feeling, that confidence, and that feeling of love as well. Like whatever you do, if you do a mistake, he's going to be there too.
Was you looking for that father figure as a
Yeah,
player?
I needed that guy who's believing in me after Martinho, Juan Ramos, and no one believed in me, you know. So, and I didn't believe in myself. Like I just gave up. I said I had like 6-7 pounds more, but I don't care. So he gave me that feeling. So I came there and I performed. Then things didn't work out because I had some bad tackles I made. And in Germany, I had not the best name because people said I'm crazy. So I had like 2-3 tackles. Won the last game I played for them, I kicked someone in the face. And like he was my teammate afterwards in Frankfurt. And he still had the scar, like Harry Potter. He just like the big scar. So, and he still protected the club. And he's like, yeah, because he wanted to show everybody how good he is. And but you could see already like how powerful Klopp is. And he loved me. And he invited me to his house, but I never went because then in the dressing room it was tricky, you know. I went
Daddy's boy.
drinking with his son one time, you know. The next morning he came to me and said, "What did you do with my son?" I said, "Yeah, he wanted to drink like a big man." He said, "This guy slipped in the toilet." So he was like a very important figure in my career. Didn't work out. He called me personally and said, "We can't buy you. We don't have the money." Both of us cried on the phone.
Wow.
Like really cried. And I said, "I want to stay with you." And he said, "I want you to stay." It was like that back and forth, like we had a very good relationship.
Wow.
So it's good to see that he's got a human side. But on a training aspect, obviously, we've seen that the Liverpool players, like, you know what I mean, like they're doing sprints, they're pulling out the miles. What's it like in a training session with Klopp?
Exactly the same. Like you train 1 hour 15, but high level. There's no breaks. It
High
goes go
intensity.
quick. Like the pitch is already prepared for everything, so you don't have to wait. You just get a sip of water and then go on the next exercise. You know. So that's how he works. 1 hour, 1 hour 15, but on the highest level, no distraction, no talking or whatever. Like work.
You mentioned outside. If we move it forward, you go to Portsmouth after this. And I think you mentioned a really important point, especially for any people that are young and aspiring to be players, or in any field of work. Sometimes you have to take 2, 3, 4, 5 steps back to be able to move forward again. You done that with going to Portsmouth from Tottenham, didn't you?
Yeah, I had some other offers, but as being someone who wants to show the people that they're wrong, I wanted to stay in England. And the only club was Portsmouth.
Is that Harry Redknapp?
No, Harry Redknapp was the one who let me go, because they sacked one of Ramos. Harry Redknapp came in and he let me go. And then Avram Grant called me to Portsmouth, and I knew I had to make, because this is all about pride. You know, you're in Tottenham, you make that money, and you said, "Nah, I'm not gonna go to a smaller club." You think you're better than you are, you know. So people have to realize sometimes making 5 steps backwards, playing in a smaller team, smaller stadium, lifestyle is not the same.
Gamble that as well, Portsmouth, because they weren't a team that were fancied at the time either. So that is a big gamble.
I gambled, of course. But I believed in myself because I just wanted to play. And the coach told me, "Come, you will play every game. I need you, whatever." So I believed in myself after coming from Dortmund. And I had to make 5 steps back with my lifestyle, with me, with salary, whatever. But I knew if it works out how I wanted to work out, I believed in myself, that afterwards I will make like 10 steps forward.
Which it did.
It did, yeah. But it takes a lot of like thinking, you know. You have to leave your pride aside. Tell me a footballer who has the balls to do that, you know. You see it so many times. They just stay in the situation. Save money
for a badge.
For a badge, to be miserable every day. Sometimes you have to think about yourself and what you want.
What kind of things did you have to do to get yourself to the level where you leave Portsmouth? Like, who leaves a relegated Premier League team and goes to AC Milan? That's nuts.
So the thing was, I played good with Portsmouth. I had good performances, and then I was lucky that I had the World Cup.
Shut the fuck up, bitch!
Moment. So I played. My last game with Portsmouth was the FA Cup final against Chelsea. When we lose 1-0, free kick from DragoN, where I tackled Michael Ballack, and this ended his career. That tackle. So again, from going up in my career, being noticed and whatever, in Germany, they literally killed me for it. I was the captain at that time for the German national team, and was the last game before the World Cup.
Did he say anything to you after that tackle?
Yeah, they wanted to sue me.
Ballack?
Yeah. It's like management wanted to sue me. In Germany, I was on 8 million front pages in the world, being the bad boy. In Germany, they called me public enemy number 1.
Wow.
Yeah, it was crazy. So I land in Berlin. I go to the pass control. The guy looks at my passport, and he's looking like, "You're that guy." I said, "Yeah." He throws my passport on the floor.
No way.
So that's how I was hated. They sent me letters home.
You have family still in Germany as well this time?
Yeah. They said, "We're gonna kill your kid, we're gonna rape your wife," and all that stuff. Like, was crazy.
Wow.
Jesus.
So I was on the low again, and then like a week before that, I announced that I'm gonna play for Ghana. So all together, they're like, "Oh, traitor! You were born and raised here." You know. Then the racism came out and all that stuff. So yeah, it was a tough time, but I was lucky I had the World Cup. So I performed really good at the World Cup, and then I had the chance to.
On the backdrop of all that negativity, mentally, would you consider yourself a strong guy?
I don't know.
I'm telling you must be.
Yeah. Definitely, I was strong, but it leaves scars. You know, you have scars from that moment. You take them with you forever.
Is he coming back?
So you go to AC Milan. You probably have the best time of your career.
Wait. Before you go to how and why did you choose Ghana? When your brother, Jerome, plays for who I just saw the other day at the Usher concert. Shout out Jerome. How does he choose Germany and you choose Ghana?
I played for Germany till the under-21s, so it was destined that I would play for Germany for the national team. But I didn't see myself there because I'm a guy. I will say what I think, and I will not always do what the coach tells me to do. Maybe he says play left, I will play right, because I think it's the better option. Or I want to play number 10, he puts me number 6 because I had my mentality. So I didn't see myself there, and they didn't see me there. Talent-wise, no doubt, but character-wise, I wasn't good for the German team. So with going against Germany the whole time, our relationship wasn't good. I didn't want to go and maybe get the chance to play for the German national team, and then things go south again, and then the whole country's gonna hate me again. So I said I would take the road. I would go and play for my black side is, and I want to make them proud, you know.
Would you obviously received well there? What was the difference like when you're there? And
Bro, honestly, like
Oh,
I always said, I got more losses in my career, and I'm not talking about games, more losses than wins in my career. Like going to Ghana, I thought like I'm coming home. It wasn't like that. Yeah, because I'm not born there. I wasn't raised there, you know. So you're not black enough. Here, you're not white enough.
You're
you know
light
what I
skin.
mean?
You're light skin as well.
Exactly. So I had to earn my respect. I had to come there and like really bow down and say, okay, because it's normal. The Africans, they have their pride as well.
Yeah.
Afterwards, they respected me. They loved me like a brother. But at the beginning, it was tough.
Talking like teammates or just fans?
Yeah,
Is it?
teammates, fans. You know, it was always back and forth. They said, he shouldn't be here, and then others said, he should be here. So it wasn't easy at the beginning. And then coming right into the World Cup. You know, I came right in and the coach put me right and I performed so good, luckily.
now we remember that, man.
Luckily, because if I didn't perform good, they would kill me.
AC Milan, like from relegation to a World Cup performance and then AC Milan. What's it like walking in to that Milan training ground with the likes of Zlatan there, Pirlo, Nesta, Ronaldinho, Seedorf, Ambrosini captain, Allegri's the manager. So what is it like walking into all of that, man, and the badge?
The first one was just like, I was in Portsmouth. My agent said, we want to look for a club, and we want to try to earn this money, whatever.
What were you thinking at the time?
I was supposed to go to Genoa. So I was already talking with Genoa, and they said like, Genoa, and I was in Saint-Tropez with my friends. So we were out there
In the white party and stuff like
partying, enjoying life after the World Cup, you know, good vibes. So I played again, kilos. No, because at the World Cup I wasn't fit, bro. Like I played with adrenaline. I said, but I wasn't fit. I was like still 5 pounds too much. So being there training, so my agent calls me, are you training? I said, every day I'm training.
In the bar.
I went partying, I went clubbing, I didn't live a professional life.
Saint-Tropez was amazing back then, though, remember?
Wow.
I used to go there as well.
So expensive though.
Oh, bro. What was the club there? What were the clubs there?
VIP.
VIP room. Oh my God. Wow. Shout out VIP room in Saint-Tropez. Whoa.
So I was doing everything I shouldn't do. Then Genoa. I said to my agent, whatever. Let me just play. I just want to play. I don't care.
Oh shit.
So everything was prepared for Genoa. My agent called me 1 week before I had to go to Genoa. He calls me and says, what you think about Milan? I said, great city. And he's like, nah, the team, the club. I say, AC Milan. And he's like, what you think about it? I said, what do you mean? What are you asking me? Like, you crazy or what? Of course, like what? You want to go? I said, come on, man, you're joking. He said, no, I'm here with the sporting director, was back in the Braida, the guy who got like the George Kaif and all the big players. And he passed the phone to him. And he's like, hey, hello, how are you? You know, the accent. He's like, his Braida, we would like to have you. And I was like, are you serious? And I said, yeah, but don't tell anyone. We will sort everything out with Genoa. Maybe they're gonna get you. Then you come in loan, whatever. And he said, "Don't tell anyone." I said, "Yeah, of course, don't tell anyone." I put down the phone. I told everybody. Like all my friends in the room. I went inside. I said, "Bro, I'm going to AC Milan." Nothing was signed. No medicals. Nothing. I said, "I'm going to AC Milan, bro." We go check out the team. He's like, "Oh my God,
No
gonna hang out
way.
with Ronaldinho." This, you know, back in that time, like Ibrahimovic, Robinho didn't sign yet.
Yeah.
So I was like, "Yeah." I called my brother. I said, "Go to AC Milan." Nothing was signed, nothing. Like so. Then a week later again, they called me, come to Milan. So I went to Milano. I drove from.
Wait. Before you went, with that week, you've told everyone.
Everyone went party
you're
every
partying.
day.
I was gonna say, did you not prepare yourself?
Every day I went
that
out
week?
even harder.
Yeah.
Because for me, I signed already for AC Milan.
And you were spending money you didn't have yet.
Exactly. It's like, yeah,
There's
whatever.
bonus coming. Don't worry about that.
So I said I will get fit at the training camp. You know, I will take that time to get fit. So we partied hard. I went out, and my agent called me. You working out? I said, yeah, of course. So I did fake videos running, and I sent it to him. He's like, I'm working out. Yeah, so bad, so bad. And then they called me and said, come, we do the medical.
So what's it like when you walk in that change room and you see all these big names, man?
So I came there, so they brought me to that training ground. What is the little village? Huge. They have rooms, kitchen, and all the Italians. You know, the first time I come, it's the first time I had coffee. I never had coffee before because back in the day where I grew up, coffee was for old people,
Same.
like rich old people. You know, so they gave me an espresso. I tried it, since then I'm addicted. So they showed me the training ground, and then I come into the dressing room. I was like, Seedorf, Thiago Silva, Nesta.
That's
this
my
guy,
excuse.
this guy.
She leaves me on scene because she knows.
And then I see the
she'll
kidman
control
taking
and
off
love.
the name of Beckham and putting Prince. And I had
These
the
are
locker
quite, these are
playing
quite
Beckham.
top of this website.
Pressure.
I was like, I'm never gonna play.
Oh,
So I
these are
called my
quotes I'm
brother
reading
and
out of this
said,
website called Niggalation.
With Jerome.
No, my older brother
brother.
George. So I called him. I said, I'm
And
not
as
gonna
well
play.
as
He said, don't worry, bro. You're from
I don't
Berlin.
give a
You're gonna
fuck.
smash
I'm
it.
up to
Don't
like
worry.
6 years now.
You are you. They know who you are. And
So-
Yeah, pumping you up.
you know?
Yeah.
So I was like shocked. I was like, impossible. The day after they signed Ibrahimovic on the video, the same day. I was like, wow. And I was thinking already, Ronaldinho likes to play number 10, so he's going to play number 10. I'm not going to play. And from going to be Pato and Ibrahimovic, no, I'm not going to play. I'm not going to play.
Pato at the time as well.
Pato was
At that time.
I think we played against that team in the Champions League. Oh, the Beckham team the year before then.
Yeah, the year before.
Man. So all that excitement of going to Milan, did you get back the feelings that you had when you was at Spurs and, you know, it didn't really quite work out? Was you getting those same feelings again, like anxiety or anything like that? Or
No, not really, because you came into a club where it can only go good. Because once you're in that this environment of clubs, whatever happens, you're gonna go to a good club again. You know, so I was like,
Security.
exactly, it's like security. I got a 4-year deal, so I was 4 years safe. So
Big money.
Yeah, I was 23, big money, great city. So I said, whatever happens, I made it. So I was like, more chill.
Which players, when you went in there, like we all know that there was great players in that change room, but when you walked in there after a month or 2 months, you go, shit, man, I didn't realise he was that good.
Mute your mic, Naughty. That tape's fucking killing my ears.
Seedorf was
So glad I said
No, you're right. It's just like...
what is the technique, the strength he
Is he a
had.
talker in training as well?
Yeah. He invented football. That's how he talks. He invented football.
I love him even more.
So it was him, definitely Thiago Silva. Wow, he was really. And at that time, Zambrotta was still there.
Oh, the
He
fullback.
was old, but still so good. But the best of the best was Ibrahimovic.
Was he?
Yeah.
What was so
So
good about-
Ronaldinho, of course, when he wanted and he didn't have some drinks the night before, he was like for me the best player ever. But Ibrahimovic, how professional he is, you know, you never think that. You just see him say how talented. He's so professional.
Like what? Like in before everybody, extra work.
Training is at 10, he's there at 8.
8.
Training is done at 12, he stays there till 3. Like non-stop, every day. It became like a little challenge because I worked out at 6 in the morning because seeing this team, my agent and me, we were intelligent enough to say we have to do something they don't like to do anymore or they're not able to do anymore because they're old. So I woke up at 6 in the morning and went for a run. So I did already 10 kilometers before everybody else. I did that every day till Thursday because then I had the rest day. And then I came. So I had like 40 kilometers already more than my teammates. Before I practiced at 6 o'clock, went running, came back home, had my breakfast, took a shower, and I was already in the day, you know?
And you were younger as well,
23,
so
yeah.
you could do that
Perfect age.
box
Could
kind
play
of.
anything. So that was my mentality. I used to brush my teeth in the squat position. You know, just preparing myself to some, whatever happens, I was ready. Then I went to practice, did my stretching, did my gym work before, went to the physios, and then practice, and then after practice, stretching, whatever. I had a full day of just working out because they had too much quality, too much talent. They all of them won the Champions League, so what could I bring to the team? So we were intelligent enough to really do the things they didn't want to do. But Ibrahimovic was always there with me, keeps doing the same and more.
It's crazy because people talk about like talent and hard work and being professional, and some people say, "Oh, you're born professional and you can't." I think you can train to be a professional. I think you can see. You have to be intelligent, like you're saying. You have to be intelligent enough to notice who the professionals are. I've done the same thing at Man United. I always say it. I went in and I was like a sponge. Who's good at recovery? Who's good at pre-training? Who's good at the standards in the training? Whose nutrition looks like really on point? And just take. And it takes an intelligence to do that. So you can learn to be the top pro that you need
That's
to be.
what I did. Exactly that. There's like some interviews I said the same thing. Like I took something from Gattuso being aggressive, from Pirlo being calm with the ball. Like
Some teachers at that club,
funny
man,
story.
honestly.
I come from England, you know, England training. Come on, hey, give me the ball, give me that. So I come to practice. Yeah, pass me the ball. Pirlo, after 1 week, he takes me to the side. He gets one player who speaks English to translate. He said, "Tell me, not shout." And I'm like,
What's your face like?
no, I was like, what's he trying to tell me? You know, it's like, because he said, if you shout, even your opponent knows he's free. He said, if he's free, tell him I will see him.
I love this.
I'm like this. And I was like,
How is going?
okay. He's a quarterback. You know, ding, he sees everything. So I took that from him, then from Ibrahimovic being a professional, from Sedov never being scared because he used to want every ball. He used to stress us because you have the ball in front of the goal. Give me the ball, give me. It's like, oh, be quiet one time, but he wanted the ball all the time. So I just picked from everybody a little bit, you know.
But was that not annoying? Did you not like clash heads with him sometimes or
With
bump heads?
Sedov?
Yeah.
Yeah, we always fought. Always head to head.
So you're fighting with a.
Oh shit.
How many Champions Leagues has he got? Like 4. What do you have to say to him? What are you even arguing
Bro,
about?
my strength always in my career was, even when I was on the low or on the highest, I always believed in myself that I'm the best player in the world. You know, I always said that to myself. I'm the best player in the world. No one can do anything to me. I have 5 Champions League, whatever. I will respect you. But if we play, I'm my opponent. Even if you're my teammate in training, I'll kill you.
So what are you arguing about then?
Nothing, because sometimes he said do this, do that. And it's like, bro, I have my way of playing. Like, respect my way. No, but you have to do it. I say, wow, come on. And you're like, shut up. And he said, who are you talking to? He said, you don't know who I am. I said, I don't care who you are. You're my teammate. We're on the same level right now. You know? Of course, with always with respect.
Yeah. So you've mentioned.
Funny story. Listen,
Go on.
Clarence Hill, because he's special. Everybody, you know, you ask some people, they say Clarence Hill, they all say, everybody, there's no one who says, what a great guy, or no one says, I hate him. You know, it's like always, because you have to know how to take him. So one time I wanted to talk to him about like some situation, training, I think we argued. So his driver was always next to the dressing room, Mercedes. And he was in the car. So I went and knocked on the window on his side, and the driver opens his window. And he said, yes. I said, what? So I had to go around the car and talk to the driver. I said, yeah. He's like, how can I help you? I said, I want to talk to Clarence. 1 second. Puts up the window and turns around and asks him something. Then the window goes down and Clarence sits there with a pillow and the newspapers in his car. He said, yes.
Wow.
I already wanted to pull him out the car. Like, what's wrong with you, know? But he's that character. Cassano used to call him Obama.
Obama.
Suited up every day. Training at 10, suit. Every day.
Oh, man, I love him. I absolutely
Like a
love him.
president.
I thought this about Italians because we at West Ham we had the guy who was at Rangers, a striker. I remember the striker went to Rangers, scored like 50 odd goals or something like that. Is it Negri? Or something like that. A striker came to West Ham on loan. He used to come in fully suited and booted. Like you say in Italy, this is normal. I was like, whoa, like we was looking like raggedy tracksuits.
Yeah,
Like that man was all like
Clean.
crazy, yeah.
You might. Hold on, sorry, Steve. Before you, wait. I was gonna say you can't talk about all these players, and you've spoken, you played with your GOAT.
Yeah.
How did he take you? What's that?
Favourite player.
What's that interaction like?
Yeah, we played two-touch all the time. He's the best in the world.
Yeah, I reckon you've got problems there, Rick.
Seriously.
See anyone play two-touch, he will always put it at a hip height. You can't move. You know, it's like, happy guy. So I told him, I said, you're my idol. I love you. He said, don't worry, we're together now. We're same level. He's the nicest guy ever. So I was like, this was one of the time where I was like shocked. I was like, he came in with his hair, bang, he had the band on, you know, big watch. He came in, I was like, Ronaldinho, bro. Forget all of them in the dressing room. It's Ronaldinho R10. R10. You know what I did? I played in Helta. He brought out his shoes, R10, the black ones with the tongue. No one was allowed to wear them. No one. Only him, because he had to present them on Sunday with Barcelona. I went to buy them at the shop. I played them on Saturday. The head boss of Nike calling, "Are you crazy?"
Why
I just wore him in the
you do?
Bundesliga.
Why?
Because he was my hero. But I didn't know that he was scheduled to bring out the shoe on Sunday. So I wore it on Saturday. They could have fined me 250,000 euros.
Wow.
So back in the day, I never thought that I would know Ronaldinho. So they asked Ronaldinho if they should sue me, and he said, "Nah,
Wow.
And
So
then I was in the dressing room with him like crazy.
go on.
I just want talk to me on a night out with Ronaldinho. Just even if you're gonna lie to me, just tell me it's everything that I think it's gonna be.
It's more than you can think about.
That's what I want to hear.
It's more. So I used to party with him sometimes, and my wife was home. And I told her always.
Dude, how do you know I'm here, you fucking dickhead?
So we used to party, and then one night at 4 in the morning,
He's
my
inside
phone
a
vibrated.
alley on your
I see
left.
it on. I was like, oh.
On
My
your
wife's
left,
like, "What's wrong?"
goes. Oh my
Take
god.
it. I said, nah, for sure he's out partying. Maybe he's drunk. I don't know. He calls, keep calling. So one time
Downstairs.
I respond. You know when you respond and you drop down?
Yeah, yeah.
Hey, where are you? I said, in my bed. Yeah, come. I said, no, I can't. Tell poker. No problem, poker. I said, oh, no.
Did you go?
Of course not. This is when she found out that I was lying about poker. Because he was shouting on the phone saying, tell poker, poker.
Oh my gosh!
This guy.
But you said so basically he took you under his wing, basically.
Yeah. Him and Ibrahimovic,
Yeah. That
Is he the best, Ronaldinho? Would you still consider, like, when you're looking at like Zidane's, Messi, R9, Cristiano, etc.? Would you still put Ronaldinho?
For me, the way I love to see football and the way it's played as a showman and the things he done for me is the best player who ever touched the ball.
Wow.
Yeah.
And you've obviously at this point you've seemed to have gained some respect from the Milan fans. When did you see it turn, and how did that feel?
Yeah, why did they when they've got all these superstars? Why did they then start showing you love?
Because I did what no one else did. I went box to box. I gave my life every game. Every game I went to tackles. I went against 3 players. I argued with the ref. You know, like passion, fire. I brought that in. I let the others do the technical stuff. I was just like the first 4 months. I was just running everywhere. And they was like, this guy is tired. You know, I went back and forth. They called me the new Gattuso. So then I was like, so then I was the fan favorite. I became the fan favorite. I sold the most shirts in 3 years I played in Milan.
Did you?
I sold more than Ibrahimovic, Robinho, Ronaldinho. I sold more shirts.
That is something to live off. I love that.
Yeah. There were barbershops where they had like short hair, long hair, and then the Prince Boateng cut.
What was the cut you had then? The Mohican?
Mohawk. So it became famous. People tattooing my face on their arms. I had cab drivers had my face here. You know, I became like this superstar. And then I started playing football. Then I showed them my skill, technique, and they said, okay, he's the best in the world. So they loved me.
So
I couldn't go out. I went out in the street, 1,000 people.
Too many chicks.
Paparazzi.
I mean fans. Sorry.
No, fans coming, gathering out the shops, paparazzis. I couldn't go out.
Wow.
So did that make you go back? Because obviously you've become a professional, you've trained, you've done all these things that you wasn't doing before.
Yeah.
Did you carry on with this training mentality,
I
or
did.
did you?
No, I did.
Yeah.
I did because I had to, because of my knee. I had so many problems with my knee. I had 7 operations on my left knee, you know. So
Wow.
I had to always keep up with the work, because otherwise I couldn't have performed the way I did.
You mentioned loads of paparazzi and fans. Where's the craziest the fans in the world? You've played in so many different places.
Turkey, surely.
Where's the craziest fans?
That's a shout. Turkey.
Turkey, yeah?
Turkey is like that's like life for them. But England, after Turkey, I would say England, because they're so passionate and like Saturday, Sunday, you can't talk to anyone. It's just football. It's true, right? Like you can't.
Is that can't only be England? I'm not having that. Milan's not like that.
No.
They're talking about coffee, fashion week, everything.
Yeah, they
in
talk
Milan.
about everything, but here
Food,
it's
the
just
pasta.
football. Football. This is football. Saturday, Sunday, don't speak about someone. Oh, your tax return is like, bro, my team is playing. You know, England is like about. Turkey is like Monday to Sunday football.
Top
Like,
G,
they are
flash him
crazy.
before
When
you
I was
shoot.
in Besiktas. And the stadium was full.
Bouncing.
You don't hear me. I shout from here. You don't hear me, bro. The people, crazy,
Big one too.
and they treat you like a king.
Is it?
Like when we played and we won, I went to a restaurant, never had to pay. Everything for free.
I should have gone Turkey.
That's
man.
like Manchester though. When you roll around in Manchester, mate,
Yeah, I get nice.
you get nice.
Yeah.
No, even corner shops, I was surprised. I was like, what?
Yeah, there's one corner shop I go to when I stay in Manchester, bro. The man, I went there the other day actually, and there was a new guy behind the counter, and I walked in, and the main guy was out doing like fixing the shelves with some more products and stuff. And I got a couple of drinks and I got a couple of like biscuits and stuff for the evening. And the main guy
What's
was
your go-to biscuit?
chocolate digestives. And the main guy was there. He said, "Yes, Rio, how you doing?" I said, "Yeah, man, you cool, bro? What's going on?" He said, "Yeah." So I went up to the counter, paying. It was a new guy behind there, paying. And all of a sudden I heard, Indian guy.
Yeah.
And the guy went, "Oh, no, I've already put it through." And he went, "Did you make him pay?" The guy went, yeah. I said, yeah, it's gone through, man. It's fine, don't worry. Bro, the guy was going to beat the guy up.
Yeah.
Said, bro, what are you doing? You don't charge this guy. Do not charge him. You can't charge him.
Hey.
But I get
what
treated
the
nice in
fuck?
Manchester.
I was shocked, man. I saw it firsthand, yeah. And I know, like, you might think, oh, corner shop.
Oh,
First of all, I was
yo,
like, what's Rio
this
doing in the corner
suck,
shop,
really.
right? And secondly, yeah, obviously. And then secondly, I was just like, it's all a new experience for me. I was just thinking, like, I should have won the Premier League, but you know what I mean, a few times. But going back now, so you're this big star in Milan. You know, you're loving it there. You're playing with superstars. How did you end up leaving?
So the first 2 years was like a dream. You know, everything worked out. We became champion. We won the Super Cup. Second year, we were so close, winning the league again, playing with all the superstars. But the second year, after the second season, everybody left. Like Ibrahimovic went to Paris.
Didn't have money troubles.
As well, they didn't have a lot of money. All the players, they stopped playing. They retired, so they had to make a brand new team. I was intelligent enough to take the number 10 in the worst time of Milan. And Sedov gave me the number 10 saying, are you sure? Because he knew how heavy the number was. I didn't know. I thought, like, yeah, I'm the biggest player now. I take the number 10.
Straight off Ronaldinho.
No, off Sedov.
I'm gonna come
Straight
up
off
here.
Sedov.
How did he give it to you? Because the number 10 in Italy is like, it's like, we're looking back in the days like Baggio, Del Piero.
Yeah, like number 7 in Man United.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, you take that from big players like Rui Costa, Sedov, you know, these calibers.
When did R9 leave Milan?
I don't know, way before.
Was it way before?
Yeah.
I thought it was around similar
So I took number 10, and then they built a new team that wasn't strong, you know, we weren't strong. We had like El Shaarawy, Niang, Balotelli, me. Good side, but not the same. So all the pressure was on me. Because I had the number 10, and I came from that era of the 2 years, great Milan. And we didn't perform. So it was every time my fault, what is normal, because when you're the face of a club, whatever. But it became really tough. Like, big guy whistling, assaulting me. And we didn't perform good. We finished third or fourth. It was a disaster. I don't know why. Because we had a totally new team. Thiago Silva left. Nesta was gone. You know, we didn't have a great team anymore. But then I said, I need to leave. I want to go away. So I had Schalke coming in with a big offer. So we played Champions League qualification in Eindhoven with Depay and then a really good team. It was 0-0. Second leg we play home. And I knew it was going to be my last game. Like full on. Scored twice. Shot them to the Champions League. So I'm going in the dressing room after the game. Everybody's celebrating. People love me again, you know. Okay, so I'm going in the dressing room. I call the president, Galliani. And like, presidents in Italy, they're different. You know, you're scared of them because they're presidents. You know, it's not like maybe in Germany you can talk to them. In England, they're not really there. In England, they don't make interviews. You know, they're present. They're always there. So I went to him and I said, "Leaving." I said, "No, I am leaving." He said, "Yeah, you're going to take 50 million." I said, "And then I'm going to find the 50 million. But I'm leaving tomorrow." So the day after, my agent called him and said, "We're going to leave." Till today, when I meet him, he always tells me, never a player treated me that way.
Where did that confidence come from then? Like, how are you going to the president saying, listen, I'm leaving? Did you have a club lined up already, or?
No, not really. Like, my agent said that Schalke was interested, but after the 2 years where I think I performed well, I said, no, I've got to leave because this team is not. And then you see afterwards, it took like so many years that they would come back, so I could smell it a little bit. But
was that a good decision then?
No, no. Like, I made 2 bad decisions in my career: going to Spurs so early and leaving AC Milan. It was a bad decision.
So, but if you're saying that you could see and you could smell that it was going down, why stay? What would you have gained from staying?
Yeah, because sometimes you have to. That's why you see so many clubs, you know. Because back in the day, I was quick changing things.
Yeah,
no, it's not good enough anymore. I'm gone. It's gonna go bad a little bit. I'm gone. You know, so sometimes you have to go through that.
This is a massive thing with young players now.
Yeah.
Like kids before they've even made it. Their parents and the player are seeing a problem that is just a little bit down the road and saying, before that problem comes up, before I have to hit that problem with my head, I'm getting away. I'm going to go a new direction. And then that problem will come again somewhere else and then, I've got to go back here again. And they do that for so long before all of a sudden career's gone. Like, it's different. He had massive ability, mental strength, etc. And he was a pro already. But kids and families are doing this before a ball's been kicked in a professional game. And then kids that get in a pro league are then doing this. And like, sometimes you have to suffer. Life is about suffering sometimes. You have to suffer. Then how do you react? Until you know how to suffer and react, you're not the guy yet.
No.
I mean, you've got to know what you're going to be like in times of distress when it's not normal, it's not good. And like, there's not many more who've been in those positions, but it's an important point you make there.
Very.
I'm seeing even in your demeanor when we're mentioning this, it's a bit like, you know, you've gone to Germany.
Yeah.
Are you, despite having the issues that you've had with the country, for me, that doesn't make sense. Why do you do that when you know that the relationship isn't great and the media's always attacking you?
I'm imagining the media probably
You know, what are you thinking? And also,
Bro, you know with me.
wait, sorry. Also, your team around you. Sorry, my friend. I'm gonna have to pull you out on this. The reason why is because we look at Jadon Sancho's situation and we speak about, oh yeah, maybe it's the people around. You said that.
Maguire as well.
You said that under Bible 5 is what you said.
Yeah.
So what are the people around you saying? What are you listening to them?
No. Like now, yeah. Now when they talk to me, I listen. Back in the day, I didn't listen to them. Why would I listen to them? Like I do what I want to do. I did that from day one, and I thought it's always the right thing to do. Listen to yourself. Of course, it's wrong. You always have to have some mentor or somebody to listen to. But I didn't listen to anyone. I was just, I'm going to go back to Germany. But my thing was going back to Germany. I wanted to prove everybody wrong. That's always my problem. Like I have a bad situation and I leave, but I will come back because I have to make things right. So I came back to Germany. I made it even worse.
Why?
Schalke was the worst time in my career.
Wow.
Like I thought about retiring. My knee got really bad there, and I really thought about retiring. I wanted to stop with like I was 26.
Who was manager?
And we had the German guy Jens Keller, who's not really famous, and then Di Matteo came, the one who won the Champions League with Chelsea. So we didn't took off. We had like.
What was he like? Because, and the reason why I ask is because
I can't say anything.
No. I want to ask.
He's gonna sue me, bro.
Nah, okay, cool.
He tried to sue me already.
Okay, wow.
Yeah, because I wrote about him in my book, you know.
Oh,
so
okay.
He tried to sue me already, so I can't talk.
Okay,
about
we're not
him.
gonna. Yeah. Okay. Well, that just says it.
Wait, he didn't sue you?
It's fine.
No, did you go crazy on him?
Yeah, we had like big issues. Because he came in and he said, oh, you and me, we're going to turn this thing around, whatever. Then I didn't perform how I could perform. I had problems with my knee. So, and you put that, you can't play anymore on this level and all that, you know? And I said like, bro, what you mean? You're here since 2-3 weeks. Give me some time. And don't come in and say you and me. Just treat me as a normal player, but don't treat me like I'm your son. And then after you drop me in 1 second, so we had big problems. And then they kicked me out.
Wow.
Yeah, they kicked me out. I was kicked out from the national team and from Schalke in the same season.
So why'd you get kicked out of Ghana?
Because I spoke with the president about payments and organization, so I criticized them. No, in front of them. Like we had a meeting and I criticized them and I said they can't treat us like that because we know how much money they make and they should invest in the organization and give the player the money they deserve. So they didn't like that. They kicked me out. They put it.
Sometimes we need to speak the truth, huh?
Yeah, you know, it's like, and they put a letter under my door. I took the letter and, no, you know what? It was 6 in the morning at the World Cup 2014 in Brazil. They kicked me out at the World Cup. And the day we played Portugal, in the morning, 6 in the morning, they put a letter under my door. I take that letter, I just put it away, I went back to sleep. My phone starts ringing from Germany. A friend of mine, a journalist. I was like, yeah, what's up? Hey, what's wrong? I said, nothing. You got kicked out, no?
Wow.
I said, what?
And the letter's still over there.
No, bro, and I tell him, I'm telling him, he's like, nah, I'm not kicked out. What you mean? He said, yes, everywhere in the news here, they called us. So I said, give me 1 second. I put down the phone, I take the letter, and then it says, you're out. I said, yeah, I'm kicked out. I called them back, I said, yeah, they kicked me out.
Wow.
Yeah, they kicked me out. They said, leave the hotel in 15 minutes and give like your card back and everything. And I was like, wow.
What game was this in the World Cup?
Was the 3rd game in the group stage. So if we win, we go through. We lose, we go out.
When was the meeting before this? The night before?
The day before. The night before. So me and Muntari arguing with the president. So I come out of my room, I go knock on the door, I say, Sule. He said, yeah, me too.
No.
They kicked us both out at the game day.
Wow.
What?
So did any of the other players speak up or?
No one.
This is the shit I don't like. You know when you're going out and rolling your sleeves up with your teammates, yeah, and you're doing something together, and one of your guys is getting like suppressed or treated a bad way.
I was even fighting for the team, you know. I didn't fight for
Not for
myself.
yourself.
No one.
Wow.
Swear it down.
Get Gary
So you're
Neville
just
on the
so
Yeah.
they just
Did you speak to anyone? Did you any of your
Yeah, I
teammates?
saw
like,
them going out with my luggage, like worst moment, bro. You just walk away from the World Cup with your luggage and Mutari in the back. I'll kill everybody. So we're walking out and the guy's like, oh, bro, I'm so sorry. And they're like, should we talk to them? I said, bro, if you want to talk to them, you spoke to them already. And I said, a real team would say, we're all not playing.
Yeah.
They're staying. Even if you don't play us, just keep us on the bench.
Yeah.
Don't make a big fuss around it, you know? Yeah, they kicked us out. So we left and went to our families.
On match day as well.
Match day.
If the team would have said,
Yeah,
treat them like that.
You're in.
Yeah, they can, yeah.
How are you with the Ghanaian FA now?
We're okay.
Yeah.
They wanted me to apologize. I don't know for what. And I want them to apologize. So both sides don't apologize. But the country is beautiful. They love football, so I can't speak bad about them. You know, it's like some people who weren't on the right level.
Oh, dear, it's like a Sancho thing, isn't
I was
it?
gonna
Want you
say-
to apologise, you to apologise.
Yeah, I was too proud. You know, I was like, I'm not gonna apologize. I didn't do anything.
If you're not in the wrong,
Yeah, I wasn't in the wrong. Like this was going to be the first time in my career where I wasn't in the wrong. You know, but it is what it is.
Do you think, looking back now, retrospectively, because maybe Sancho thinks he wasn't in the wrong, right? Do you look now and think, well, maybe you should have for the greater good of you doing? Do you think that?
Definitely. Just sit down, say sorry, say I don't know what did wrong.
You don't want to bring the
And
bomb
then just
there.
Say, how can we do it better? Or we just separate ways, but in a good way, you know, in a respectful way. Like all this media stuff from the back, no one talks. It's just bad. It's just bad. You take that with you, you know, in the future. You take all that. Like Sancho, if I would be him, I would just sit down with the coach, with the owner, just sit down and say, guys, what can I do better? Is there a possibility that I have the chance to play in this club again or not? But I don't want to fight anymore. I don't want to talk to the press before I talk to you. Let's talk, you, me, and you know, just talk. And then the coach can tell him, you're not doing enough. I need this more. And then you can tell him as well, yeah, but I think I do. Like you can talk like that on a respectful level, and then you just sort it out. And then you part ways. January is just around the corner. You just go to a new club, have a new chance, but in a good way. The fans are gonna remember you were decent, you know.
talking about being decent.
No fucking way. Are you taking the piss?
Secure our objective. Do not let your guard down.
Yeah, free wins.
Friendly cruise missile deployed. Enemy planted at Bravo.
You dog, you seen how sick that was? Come around the corner, got behind him, executed.
I thought he was behind you.
All
Who's this man?
operatives, bomb defused. Ground secure. On to the next.
Or not decent. You've had some moments in your career around racism.
Yeah.
You said about not racism but discrimination, maybe a little bit when you went to Ghana. But when you where was you finding racism and how has it impacted your career and life?
And it was a huge incident in Italy as well.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Italian one's the one I'm
But
kind of
like
leaning
I
towards.
was confronted with racism at age 7 in Berlin. So even in Germany, there was a lot of racism. We used to have tournaments. And like parents from the other teams were shouting like, "Yeah, for every goal you score, you get a banana."
Wow.
Yeah, you know, or like, "Yeah, I'll put you in a box and I send you back." So I was like abused with racism already young, but I didn't know how to handle it. I didn't know who to speak with. That's why I did a campaign with Nike, and I said, "Now I'm gonna talk." I'm quiet. No, I'm not blind, but I'm not quiet. Something like that. But yeah, it was part of my life growing up. It was always there. You could feel it. People would treat you in a different way. But the biggest incident was, of course, in Milan because I come from nothing, working so hard, sacrificing things, my family, whatever, to be the AC Milan player. You know, like when you come to become an AC Milan player, you think there's no more colors, there's no background, nothing. You're an AC Milan star. So you know, I thought I made it. Racism is just not there anymore. And then it happened. I was so like devastated. It's like,
Was it was a lower league club you were playing?
yeah, it was a friendly game. We went there to make some
friendly game.
charity for the people, you know, let the kids from this area see the stars from AC Milan. Every ball I touched, they were like, ooh, 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 and then shouting the N-word and ever. So after 15 minutes, I told the referee, I said, bro, stop the game. I don't want to play like this. I'm here for the kids to have a good time.
That's crazy.
And he's like, just act like you don't hear it. And then I said, no, I'm not going to act like this anymore. I'm on the biggest stage now in my career. I worked so hard to not act like this anymore. To not hear it and ignore it. So I just kicked the ball in the stands and I said, I'm not going to play anymore. But the good part is we're going to the dressing room.
Alright, ready? Watch
And
this. Ready?
the organizing people came in and said, no, we have to continue, please. There are people who paid the... And I said to them, that's an example for them. They could learn that we're not going to play like this. And then Ambrosini, that's why I tell you, he's a great captain. He stood up and said, if Prince doesn't play, all of us will not play anymore. So then we stayed in. I didn't even think, because I was just angry, you know, I was hurt.
You don't understand the impact.
I didn't even think what's gonna happen. My phone exploded. I even you made a statement. I will remember. I was like Rio Ferdinand, Ronaldo, and everybody was talking about. I didn't even know what's going on. I was just like doing my thing. I said I'm not gonna play in these conditions.
Did it lead to any change in Italy? Did it lead to any change in Italy?
No.
Because we see it now, you know, Lukaku, you know, suffers. Why is that? If you've had the chance, what do you say, sorry? Vinicius, all these different players. Why are they not walking out as a team and saying we're not going to play anymore?
Bro, it's difficult. You know why? Because there's so
Behind
much
us, counter.
Like me, I didn't care to lose a sponsorship, to be seen in a bad way. I didn't care because I did what I felt and was right. So players now, some of them, they're scared to speak up because to lose maybe a sponsorship, to lose the possibility to this, to that. So they're scared about it. Like walking off a pitch in Italy, you can have the whole nation against you. You know what I mean? You never know how they're going to react. So that's the point where I think they're scared of walking off the pitch. But anyway, a player should never have to be in a position to walk off the pitch. We
The
have
authorities should take
we have
that.
so much possibility.
It should be on the ref, that.
The ref or
The club as well should see that. Look,
do
you know,
more around it as
Or
well. Like,
UEFA or FIFA, who are in there, have officials in the stadiums.
exactly. We have cameras for everything. Offside, the chip in the ball, whatever. I told them put cameras in the whole stadium, put microphones everywhere. Then you know exactly who said what.
How does the game
Yeah, I was
clean
gonna
it up?
make
How does it improve it? How does
Nothing.
football kind of...
Nothing improves racism in football. It's
But
still happening.
what can be done? Because you reached out to me about you have
Yeah.
a project that you're involved in through UEFA or FIFA.
FIFA, yeah.
What steps need to be taken? Do you think?
First of all, you have to make it more aware. So it's not alright just one little clip saying no to racism or a little bandana or like do more about it. How we promote the new FIFA game, you can promote the no racism campaign. First of all. Second of all, with all the technology we have in every stadium, if you put cameras around the stadium and microphones, you can really point out. And you have the entrance, you have the card, the address, the name, even for security. We're fighting with terrorists, whatever. Yeah, they wanted to get in the stadium in France. You know what I mean? So you have data of everybody knowing who sits where, who started it, banned from the stadium forever. That's how you start. Little kids, you know, they will see that, oh no, we shouldn't do that. So there's a lot of things you can do. You just have to invest money.
Hello, babe.
they probably
I
don't want
think
to.
like, invest in action. Because I don't. Who's sitting at home now and hears an anti-racism message and goes, "Oh, I didn't know I was supposed to do that." Like, I'm not having that. I think
the
if you
fuck
actually put the money,
up,
rather
Ghost,
than like
come back
spending
here.
money on adverts for the message, just be banning people. Just you're messing about. Just like you said, you can get cameras and stuff. We know the cameras are not in the stadiums anyway. More action and less.
I think adverts play a part,
Yeah, very big.
but because you need awareness. But I do think the sanctions.
Who doesn't know what's wrong, Rio?
No, but there are people that aren't educated, bro. I've been around enough people in crazy places that you think the way they talk about racism is like they have not ever spoken about culture in their life.
Yeah.
And it's amazing. We sit there and go, wow, how are these guys talking like this? Is crazy. But there are people out there that are like this. But so you need education, you do need advertising, but you need the sanctions to mirror the severity of what they're talking about. You can't have a guy shouting out some racist comments and he gets fined the same as somebody for wearing a pair of boxer shorts that aren't the right sponsor. You know, doesn't make sense. It just tells you it's not serious. They're not serious about it. So the sanctions need to be banned for life. Amount of money a club should be paying or an association should be paying as something as to fix this. Otherwise, we're going to be here for the next 25, 30, 50 years talking the same shit.
Well, I think we're very interested to seeing these campaigns that you're doing. If you're still doing stuff, please be sure to send them over. And yeah, we're very interested in stuff.
I want to move it on. Sorry.
See, I want
There's two clubs I want to talk to you about.
Go on. Wait, first of all, before we talk about those clubs, you start hopping. You start hopping for free, and you know, like really quickly on those kind of clubs. Like, what's going on? Like, what kind of deals are you getting there? Like, are they like long term? Are they short term? What's going on? Because you're hopping around clubs quickly at this point.
It was just like the opportunity. You went, you go there. You weren't happy for this situation. You had a like in Fiorentina. I was so happy to go. I had a clash with the coach, and then I went to Besiktas. Besiktas couldn't pay me anymore. So it's like always like situations. Because in Besiktas I wanted to stay. Like I really wanted to stay in Turkey, but they couldn't pay me anymore because of COVID. So then I went back to Fiorentina. Then Fiorentina didn't want me anymore because the coach just kicked long balls. And I told him I love you with all respect, but it's not my football. I get neck pain. You know, it's like, and then I went to Sassuolo. It went unbelievable for 6 months. Barcelona is calling.
Wait.
Yeah, but you said I'm hopping around.
You're not skipping.
This is the two clubs I want to talk to you about, right? The Zerbi. That's you lot. That's where he was the coach. Talk to us about this guy, please, because where Pep Guardiola is quoted as saying this guy's the best coach about.
This is that hipster season where they came on and everyone went, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Did you even know who he was?
The Zerbi?
Yeah.
No.
This guy's
My
hacking,
agent
bro.
told me about it.
GGZ, easy, bro.
I was, where was it before Sassuolo? I was in
Spurs.
Frankfurt. I was in
Yo,
Frankfurt
report
playing
GG
great
easy,
season.
bro. He's
Frankfurt
hacking.
won the cup. And but I wanted to get out of Frankfurt because that was the moment where I showed them
GG
Germany.
easy.
I paid back, you know. I won the cup in Berlin in my city, so I said no, I've got to leave now because it can only get worse now. You know, I was like on my high in Germany.
What was the reputation of De Zerbi in Italy? Was there any reputation?
Just that he's crazy. He was the coach of a smaller team in Italy. I don't remember the name. They were doing really good, but they got relegated. But they played like unbelievable football. But they didn't have the possibility to buy players. So. And then he got the job at Sassuolo. So my agent made it. So my agent called me and I said, "The Zerbi wants you."
Report, come back.
And I was like,
Report,
"Where?" And he
come
said,
back.
Sassuolo. I
Fucking
said,
hack.
"What do you want to do in Sassuolo?" Right? And he's like, "Trust me, you want to work with this guy."
Report him.
First phone call.
You're looking at the wall, huh? That's what you do, huh,
I will
motherfucker?
make you the best player I've ever been.
You're looking at the wall, you little bitch.
He
That's
said, I will,
enough.
yeah, he said, I will put players around you who are going to play only for you. They're going to serve you. You're going to play false nine, and you're going to play the best football you've ever played in your life. And I
Was
said,
you already leaving the house before putting
Packing the bags.
I was in the train already. I was in the train already. So that was the first conversation, and it took off. I said, I'm
And
coming.
what's the weather like in Sassuolo?
Yeah. What's he like
I've
though?
been in Sassuolo. I don't know where it is, but this conversation with him,
He didn't care where it was. It
I
seems.
said, I'm coming.
But what makes him great? Because we see the tactical side of things when you look out onto the pitch, but no one really knows on a training ground what this guy's like.
He's always 150%. He has always fire. Like there's never a day where he doesn't want to work. Intense. He has fever. He comes. He's there, and he's the guy who talks the most, explains the most, and he wants from you 100% every day, every session, 100%. Don't joke around. Don't laugh. There's no time for that. He said we can laugh before, we can laugh afterwards. Training is no laughing. Concentrate on the control of the ball, of the passing, of the pace, of the positioning. If your position is
Report that guy, please. Thank you.
15 centimeters off, stop. And then you go here. It's like, what are you?
So he's screaming.
Oof. So this guy, he takes off his pants.
Wow.
He takes off his pants. He rips off his shirt. He tackles you.
The manager's tackling you.
Tackling you. If he sees you're a little bit tired in the morning, he's like, "You awake?" You say, "Yeah." He passes you the ball, and he runs behind it and tackles you. So you have to dribble him. It's like, okay, he's awake. Like this.
Are you doing that, Steve?
No.
No, it's just like this.
So if you're 15 centimeters off, what does he say?
Stop. You don't know the position. And if you go there, you do like this, and you go, what are you on about? Yeah, that's the right position. It's a perfect position because the ball from here comes right there on your right foot. From here comes on your left foot. If you stand there, it doesn't come on your left foot because the defender can put out his foot to block the pass. Crazy. and you're like, come on, okay.
Is it just drill?
Possession, pace, drill, everything.
Classroom.
Classroom, he shows you everything. Overlap too long, too late, too early.
Timing. I think timing seems a big thing. Is that true? Timing seems for me is one of the biggest components.
When to drop with the number
6.
6, when the 8 comes inside, the timing is everything.
The wide man to come in sometimes.
Exactly.
Was he doing the same style of play now he's doing now at Brighton, where you kind of entice the opposition press?
Come. He
wants you to come.
If we're teams that didn't press, we were struggling. Because you have to play wide and then wait and come and like, find the hole. When they came press, he was like, he was happy. He was like, come press, please.
What is his move for a team that just sits?
Report,
play wide.
come
So
back.
He would adapt,
Report.
he would change the formation right away. Play 5 in the back with 2 wide players who just stays on the line to open them up. Then he would play 2 strikers, one who drops, the other one who just...
He done that against United. That's what he done against United.
So
Old Trafford.
he plays 2 strikers, one who's going to drop, the other one who's going to keep the defenders in the back. So he doesn't want the other striker to get the ball. He doesn't want, he just drops the defender, so there's a little gap in the middle.
Hole. He done it with actually the Welbeck dropping as a 10 and Lallana.
Welbeck was everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he just adapts to every situation, and he's just a cycle, like the positive cycle. He will sit with you at dinner, and he will not talk to you. He will just think about the game on Saturday.
The best coach you had?
Best coach ever.
Man, Klopp. You had Klopp.
Did you know by then that you thought this guy's destined for greatness?
Dude, what the fuck, bro?
Oh, I mean, he will go manage the biggest club in the world, and he's gonna win the Champions League.
You keep saying City next.
Wait. I don't think you guys just heard what he said. Say it again, please.
He's gonna train the biggest, manage the biggest teams in the world. He's gonna win the Champions League.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I'm not surprised either, but I think it's
If he
important.
would be coaching of Arsenal, Man United. Oh my God, different. They would be flying.
I think City going to try and get him.
Reckon.
DNA. You would give them his winning DNA, getting better every day.
Especially if Pep likes
I
him.
will take him. I love him because the best people bring something new we ain't seen. Like we talked about transcending the game, like Pep, the way he's done it. Klopp brought something which was an energy and an aggressiveness that we hadn't seen for a while. We can go through all the managers who've done it. This guy's another. I think he's got the potential to do that type of stuff because he's so thought-provoking. Like he's saying, he's making players think. He's 32, experienced so much. He's still making him think and see new pictures. He's doing that he's making players that seemed okay, decent, average, look like world beaters at times.
Look at the 11 that they just
Yeah, but then the 11, the game before that was very different to that 11. He's rotating players, rotating goalkeepers.
Even the goalkeepers.
Yeah, he's rotating the goalkeeper before Arteta.
How he's doing like transfers.
Data.
He looks at the player exactly what he needs. Like you can offer him now Saka, and if it doesn't fit to how he wants to play, he doesn't think, no, thank you.
That's what I mean. That's the difference as well. He's saying these are what I need. That, and I don't care what the name is.
Run, you bitch, fat ass.
Division 2. Oh, I'll take him. Matoma was studying.
Jeremy Boga. You know,
Jeremy Chelsea.
Yeah, he brought him in from some. No one knew
Fat
he
ass.
needed that player.
Report here, come back.
To get the right back, so the other one can overlap. I need this guy. You put him on the line, stay there, don't move.
Rio, get us in there. Just talk to him, man.
We're going to Brighton soon to speak to him anyway.
We're talking
Going for about a year.
Yeah, no.
We're in Real Madrid before we get there.
But I was going to say, so he needed you to be there, play the false 9, easily tap it in.
Steve's got a send.
Yeah, because we had 2 wingers with Berardi and Boga. They're both attacking the space, so he wanted me to drop as a number 10. Flick the balls there.
So you do well.
Yeah, really good. Yeah.
He's improved you.
I had like 14 games. I had like 7 goals or something, some assists.
Bro, Barcelona.
Why did you decide to go then?
Barcelona.
Oh, if Barcelona calls you, what can you do?
I understand that.
Like, thinking about football-wise was a bad decision for me going to Barcelona because I knew I'd go as a number 2 striker when Suarez was tired, whatever. At PSG, I played 4 games only. Football-wise was
That
bad.
Messi, Suarez, Neymar.
No, it was Dembele, Suarez, Messi. So, football-wise was bad because I didn't play. And the coach, even De Zerbi, told me. He said, I can never tell you to not go. but you're not gonna have fun like that. You're not gonna play as well as playing. But I can understand if Barcelona told you, you go. I would never put like stones in your way.
Was it a nice conversation? Or?
Yeah, this one was nice. Not the one when I went to Fiorentina. This one was nice, but Barcelona called me on Thursday. We had the 8:45 game on Saturday at San Siro against Inter. So he said, whatever happens, you're leaving on Sunday. I need you on Saturday, and you will be the best player both I've ever seen in my life. Or I've played my best game.
Wow.
That's
Because
nice,
I knew even Barcelona is watching, and deservedly wanted me to perform. We played 0-0, but I played unbelievable. After that game, I thought I should go to Real Madrid. So on Sunday morning, he calls me and he said, "You're good to go."
Wow.
And
So again, I asked you about the same thing. You're walking into a huge change room. You're walking into Barcelona with Messi, with Busquets, and the guys there. What is that like?
What do you mean?
this
like,
time was different. I was 32 years old. I've seen everything. You know, I played in big stages, so I went in with confidence, knowing it's good knowing as well that you come there not as a player who has to change the game now. You know, I went in there to help them. And the coach, even the president, they told me, "You're gonna come. I'm gonna pay you a salary. You're gonna be a big part of the team." But only if Suarez is tired, he had some knee problems, so they didn't know if he could play every game. So whenever he's not ready, he's gonna be there. Didn't work out how we all wanted because that time I think
Yeah.
he didn't want to come off ever. Like he never came off. Suarez.
I'm trying to understand. He doesn't want to come off. How is that his decision?
He wasn't
though?
playing good. Yeah, because it's Barcelona and you're Luis Suarez. You're one of the best strikers in the world in the last 20 years. You have to be honest. What a striker. But he didn't play good. He was limping, whatever. But he didn't come off.
I still don't
So the
understand.
coach was like, "Come." He's like, "Nah."
Who's the coach at the time?
Valverde.
Barcelona's
but
fuck, mate. Barcelona's
It's
fuck.
different, you know. So
Culture's different.
I
isn't it?
Mate, United
train
look well
really.
run now.
I come there, no pressure. Like people are like, "Oh yeah, Prince Boateng, whatever." But I start training, I train really good. You know, because you can only train good with these players. Like I train really good, so they said, "Okay, you can play."
What's his name?
So this guy never came off.
Logi.
He never came off.
Oh, so that's okay.
And we did have a good relationship. Like the first month, he didn't even say hello to me.
Wow.
Because he saw you as opposition. It sounds weird, but sometimes I think that's what's
I'm glad he
missing.
was a dick. Because that just reinforces that I think he's a dick.
No, not a
Fine.
dick, but still someone.
No, don't change it.
No, okay, you say it.
Competitive.
Competitive and like not scared, but like saying, okay, maybe I'm getting older. This guy, maybe if he scores 1-2 goals, you never know, you know?
I understand it though.
Yeah, of course, I would do the same.
Were you like that?
No, I understand it that I wouldn't be like that, but I understand what he's doing. I ain't giving this guy a chance. Coming in, I know he's good, I know he's got ability. If I give him one sniff and all of a sudden I'm getting old as well, I might be out of the team. So I ain't coming off. We had Smalling and Jones got bought for big money when I was getting to the latter stages of my career at United. But I was like, come on, let me help you with it. But maybe, I don't know, I didn't have insecurities maybe. Do you know what I mean? Like, maybe that was a thing, but my nature was to, I'll help you then. I'll try and make you better, etc. But I understand when people are like that. A lot of old pros are like that with young players. Fuck them, keep them down there, ain't giving them any confidence at all.
Leave one on him.
Yeah.
What's the best training pitch? And I don't mean obviously in terms of the grass. I'm talking about like the best training, because there's been some teams and some players and national teams as well. There's some levels in there, especially the young.
Yeah, what's the best standard that
Germany,
you trained with?
Like, what was the best levels you saw in training?
Barcelona,
Motherfucker.
Ronaldo is different. Like if you're inside, you're not coming out. You're not coming out. And they used to do 20 touches, and then you have to catch the ball. And 3 times 20 means you get slapped by the whole team through the tunnel. Whoa. The amount of time I went like 3 times 20 the first week, I just got slapped the whole time.
It's all one touch as well.
One touch. But you cannot make a mistake, because if you go in the middle, you're not coming out. You're not coming out.
How good was Messi in the run?
Oh, he was in 1 time. Okay, he should have gone inside like 5 times in 6 months. But because everybody has respect, they say, no, you stay out. It's my
Really?
bad. Perfect ball, but he makes a mistake. No, it's my bad. Wow. and he would like, no, I'm going in. Say, stay outside. We need you on Saturday.
So what's the
He never made a mistake.
what's the respect levels like for Messi
Different.
at Barca?
No, different. Like you have all the superstars.
That's his
Respect, and he's on top.
I know, but I want to hear it. You know what I mean?
He's
Like,
just on top.
Like,
No one like Rakitic, Vidal, Dembele, who name it, Ter Stegen, whatever. Big players, big name.
Suarez.
He's on top.
What's PK like in there? He must have been. He's the new president. Oh, he's
Yeah,
gonna be.
he's a great guy. He's a businessman. He even plays like a businessman. Calculate. Like you see the last years, he see the ball goes too far, he's just like how you go. He's like looking at it. Oh, I'm not gonna get injured. Be careful. Weekend I have to go there. You know?
so hang on a minute, I'm going back. So you're dealing with the greats here, you know what I mean? If let's just say Messi makes a mistake, are you telling Messi that's a mistake, bro?
First of all, he doesn't make a mistake.
Oh,
Get in the middle, you little fucker.
To be honest, no, to be honest, he doesn't make mistakes. Like he really does. We used to shoot after practice, shooting from the outside box, you know? We used to shoot from there, like there was teams of 2. He was with Suarez, I was with Rakitic. No, I was with Vidal. So we used to shoot, you know, 100 shots, 90 goals. But I'm telling you, it's not normal. Top bins against Ter Stegen. And I told him in German, come on, man. He said, I can't. It's the perfect pace, right in the corner, next to the post, every time. When he missed, we thought he's sick, like he has fever. He said, everything okay? He never missed. It's unbelievable. It's not normal.
Like the drop off from his standard to like Suarez, for instance, was like huge.
Huge. They would miss, they would just shoot. He would never miss. And the 90, like the 2 sheer shots, 3 shots he's gonna miss, the goalkeeper made an unbelievable save. It's not that he's gonna miss the target. Impossible.
Where's Ibra on that sort of scale?
Yeah, Ibra's a finisher. But it's still Messi, it's just different.
Levels
His left foot is just...
What's he doing like off the pitch like that? Is he like we talk about everyone compares Ronaldo to Messi like, and we all hear about Ronaldo's work rate and work ethic and preparation, etc., recovery. Is Messi as meticulous? Is he crazy about that stuff as well?
Never seen him in the gym. Comes in, gets a massage maybe, and plays basketball.
If that's it, that should be illegal. It shouldn't be allowed.
And then he comes...
Joe, though.
Bro, this guy is shit. He comes...
Is Messi as meticulous? Is he crazy about that stuff as well?
Never seen him in the gym. Comes in, gets a massage maybe, and plays basketball.
If that's it, that should be illegal. It shouldn't be allowed.
And then he comes...
Joe, though.
Bro, this guy
is shit on the pitch.
Manchester, we played... Was it playing United? Champions League.
That's when National Young was the Cruyff tour.
I don't know, one Champions League game at home.
It was.
No, was it Liverpool? Liverpool, the first leg when we win 3-0. When he scored this
free kick.
Unbelievable. So we come in the dressing room, he's just sitting there with his phone, whatever. Gets a massage sitting down. Physio's down here. He's like,
And he's also
2 minutes before we go out, he just stands up, closes boots, we go out. Warm up, just long balls, control, dribbling a little bit, crossbar challenge. At the warm up Champions League against Liverpool, crossbar challenge, he goes back inside. Coach makes like the last adjustment, talking, he's on the phone.
Whilst the coach was talking?
Yeah, the coach was talking there. He said, you have to go left, you have to go right. FaceTiming. He's like, yeah, see, claro.
In the river.
30 seconds before we go out, he just comes, puts his jacket on, goes out, boom, goal, 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 like this.
That's nuts, man. But this is the thing; it's bad for young kids to hear this because this is the only guy ever to do this, and probably Maradona.
Yeah, but no one should ever compare him to because that's what like the young players did in Barcelona. You know, they looked at him and they didn't train, so they got injured. Whatever, Malcolm, Dembele, you know, they always got injured. They didn't train 100%. So then going to the game, it's different. You can't just sprint. You know, he's the only one in the world who can do that. I compare always LeBron James with Ronaldo and Steph Curry with Messi. These both, their talent. LeBron James is hard work, talent of course, but hard work, like Ronaldo, hard work to be the best. These both guys, they have just a gift.
The big question, Kevin, before we go, what's Messi like on a night out? You've been with Ronaldinho.
I don't know.
You didn't go
Never went out.
Shit.
We had like one party where Jordi Alba signed a new contract. That's it.
Last one he spawned.
I had to sing and then
Was Messi not on the table singing?
No.
Shit.
So with all these players, you know, yes, it was loan, but did you have like good relationships with some of them? Like you said that you only spoke to Messi once, and it's not just about him, but in general, like, did you feel accepted, welcomed?
Yeah. Really, like I had a very good relationship with Vidal, Rakitic, Ter Stegen, Umtiti. You know, they're really good guys, and they welcomed me really good. Like when they saw me, they hugged me, welcome. You know, was easy going to get in the dressing room. Even PK is a really good guy.
And then you try to come back from loan. You try to leave, and then De Zerbi gives you the fire.
I come back to Sassuolo, and but I didn't want to stay in Sassuolo because there were no fans, a small stadium. I wanted like action. I just came from Camp Nou, you know. So, and then I wanted to go back to Frankfurt, but at that time my partner, she didn't want to go back to Germany. So Fiorentina comes in, and I called the Zerbi when we sit down in training camp. We were in camp in the mountains. So I called him. I said we need to talk. So we both go with flip flops. I have no t-shirt on. We walk and I said,
Can we have the image? Can we have it?
Yeah, I can send
we
it
have
to
it?
you. I have it on my
There's
phone.
an image.
I will send it
Check
to you.
this out.
So I tell him I have to talk to you, and he's like, I know already what you want to talk about. So I said, yeah, wait. So we sit down, and I tell him, I said, I want to leave. And he said, why? I said, yeah, but this club has no passion, you know. And he's like, I give you the passion. What else do you need? I come to your house every day if you need passion. Where do you want to go? No one is going to train you like I train you. You have to stay. And I said, yeah, relax, but I want to go. He said, where do you want to go? I said, yeah, Fiorentina. Fiorentina? Okay, go there with the coach or whatever. Do what you want. You will see when we come there. We put you in the middle. You're going to run behind the ball. You will see. He was so angry, but in a loving way, because he said, you're like my son. I don't want to lose you. He said, we're going to put you in the middle. You're going to run behind the ball. 12 kilometers. You're going to just run behind the ball. We're going to put you and we're going to win 4-0.
Oh my God.
Oh, wow.
Did he give you the eyes after?
No, he didn't even. So if he gives me the eyes, that means he respects me. He didn't even give me the eyes. Like, yeah, I told you so.
So we've already spoken about Besiktas. We're winding it down. You do Monza, as Steve was saying, Herfar, and then you're without a club. What's going on in these stages, man?
So Monza was like a very important stage in my life because I went to a second league team for the first time in my life. Of course, Berlusconi was there, whatever, but I had to make some steps backwards as well because at that time with my knee injury, not a lot of clubs were interested in me, you know? So I decided to go to a second league team. A lot of things happened in that year. I went through depressions, I took sleeping pills, you know, so my head wasn't in the right. I played some good games, but I didn't arrive at Monza, the real Prince Bautin, because I went through so much stuff. Childhood-wise, family, kids, whatever, you know. So I went through depressions, called the coach, and I said, I'm not coming in anymore. And I knew the coach because we used to go on holidays together, you know, so he was a good guy. He told me, stay home, no worries. Like, I went to practice one time arriving at practice, but I didn't know how I arrived because my head was gone. So I went left, I went right. Yeah, so I arrived at practice, but I didn't know how. So I turned around, went back home. And I called the coach and said, I'm not coming in anymore. I can't. I have no more energy. Like my son used to come and I just was there when I didn't know what to do with him. Like real depression. I stayed in bed for like 4 weeks straight, no showering, nothing.
Wow.
Yeah, it was tough. So then I went to a psychologist, they helped me and then I got better. But nothing really brought me back being me. You know, not being with my kid on a new club or whatever. Like, and then the only thing what saves me right now, that give me peace, happiness, and everything is, I want to show you guys, that Jesus is king.
Jesus is king. John 14:6.
Like,
So you're
seriously, this is, for me, it changed my life. Totally changed my life.
How was you introduced?
I was introduced for the first time because I grew up in a neighborhood where I grew up only with Muslims, you know, Turkish Arabs, because the immigration of Turkish Arabs in Berlin is high. So I grew up with them, but I was never really religious or believing. I believed in a higher power, definitely. But my older brother is a Muslim, you know, so I was like confronted with a Muslim. So I got introduced to Jesus 5 years ago. This is where someone put the seed inside of me, you know, and then I got curious, and then I left it again, and I said, no, I don't care. And then playing at Hertha, there was Dodi Lukubakio, the guy who's just signed for Sevilla. He started talking to me about Jesus and the Bible and everything, and then I got interested in it. You know, I was talking to him, and got some questions. You know, I was like, "Why is it impossible that it's not coincidences and all that?" So I went to the World Cup, Women's World Cup in Sydney, and this is where it hit me. The person prayed for me, and this is the first time I felt something inside of my body. It was just like impossible to explain. Then I had an encounter, like, you know how you have to leave your pride and all the sinning, what we did, because at the end it's all sinning, what we do, going out, drinking, whatever. I left it all in the party and I bowed down, so I went to my knees and prayed to the Lord. I was crying like crazy. And this is when I had my testimony, my encounter with him, because I heard the voice telling me, come home. Like, it's difficult to explain. So if you would explain me that 2 months ago, I would say you're crazy.
Yeah, because I see it on your Instagram and stuff like that.
Yeah, I got baptized, you know, that as well. At the day I had so much pain on my knee. As soon as I got baptized, I went for a jog. I could run.
I know,
Like it's crazy. Like
you.
if you would tell it, I
I
don't tell
saw
anyone.
you
Yeah, you have to be
this
Christian.
much
But it's just
a
the
lot,
peace I'm feeling, the
and
love
you're a
I
good
receive, and the
player.
love I can give. It's just
No, you're
overwhelming.
too calm.
So going back to Monza, if I would have that moment right there, like I wouldn't go
I
through
remember
depressions and all that
that.
because
Everything-
reading the
everything
Bible,
you learn,
getting the
bro, is
word, it's just
All credit goes to
unbelievable
God,
what
yeah.
is happening in my life right now.
Goes back to that we were saying before, having to suffer.
Yeah.
Yeah,
to get through.
yeah. That's why, like, if you don't suffer, you don't learn. You know, and you don't have anything to talk about. If you just try to find a way around suffering, no, it's gonna come. And it's gonna come hard, really hard. Like a lot of footballers, they don't talk. You know, they don't have the ability to talk. You see the player in France sitting on the bridge, bro, because we're in everything. This tornado, like every day. Some people like me, when I was young, I was strong. I came out of it and I wanted to prove. But there's others, they're not strong. They're weak. So my key out of all of this was like becoming a Christian and believing in Jesus, having a purpose in life. And it changed everything in my life. Like nothing is important to me anymore. Watches, cars, I don't care. I just want to serve good, be a good person and spread love. So this was my game changer.
Is there a lot of players you know going through this type of stuff, the depression,
So many,
etc.?
so many, and no one talks.
Sleeping tablets.
Sleeping pills, drinking, going out, looking for love everywhere. You know, so many having problems with family members. Like everybody has their story. You know, that's why always people say be kind. You have to be kind to everybody, but it's true because everybody's going through something. You never know what they're going through.
Oh,
How do
your
you
lip.
cope with moving?
Oh my
Moving, not
God.
just moving within a country, but moving countries like almost every 12 months.
That's the thing. Like sometimes you escape things. You think in a new country it's better. With having new people around you, it's better. You know. So I coped with it. I love to travel. So I loved even learning languages. I speak 5 languages. So I always saw it as a positive thing. Open my mind to see different people. But a lot of players do that because they want to escape the pain.
I don't know if you ever feel at home. My old job, I used to move around a lot, and I feel like you end up feeling like you're living out of a suitcase, and you never actually feel like you're putting your roots down. Do you get a bit of that?
Of course. Now I found a home, like Sydney. Sydney for me now is my home.
Oh,
When I land in Sydney, I feel home.
Wow.
It's unbelievable. After everywhere, after the first time I've been in Australia, after everywhere, like Milan was always my home but I connected it with success, being the superstar. That's not home. Home is where you really can be yourself. I've never been myself.
And no one cares what you do in Sydney. Innit? It's
Yeah.
it's just
But
calm.
in Sydney, I can be myself now. I'm myself. All my career I was acting tough. I was home crying, depressions, being by myself. Because at the end of the day, who are you with? You're just, now it's me and I have him and I can talk to him. But back in the day, I was alone. You have a wife, kids, you have a brother, you have a mother, whatever. But you're alone. When you put down the light and you're alone, you're alone. So running away from pain is the worst you can do. So Sydney for me is my home now because my life changed out there. Like completely. Before I was just acting. I was the best actor. I should win an Oscar. Yeah, because people always saw, oh, he's happy. Look how strong he is. No, I was so weak. When I was at home, I used to go and tell my teammates the things I should have done. Be strong, don't worry, you can make a mistake, whatever. I had a mistake, whatever, and then I was like, no problem. Press conference, yeah, I'm here, don't worry, yeah. Tough face. You go home, oh my God, you know? And so many players go through that every day, and we don't even know. Look, Dele Alli was interviewed. We were bashing him. He's bad now, look how he's playing. We don't know what he's going through, you know? You don't know. So be kind. Try to understand the person. If he wouldn't make that interview, people would still attack him and tell him you're shit now and whatever. So, but that's the thing. Players have to start talking because it's the human we have to understand. Because you're a footballer, okay, but you have a life. Not a football.
Listen, man, I think it's very brave for you to have done what you've done, and I want to keep encouraging you to keep going. And you know what, like, just spreading the message, not being shy about it. I proper respect it. Keep it up, man. Fully supported here. I just want to say as well, thank you guys for watching. This has we've extended this one for Prince, man, because
this
we
might be
needed
his
to.
train.
Yeah.
This might be number one. This might be the best one we've done yet.
Honestly, it's really there. So I want you guys to just keep spreading the message, the video that you're seeing right now. We want the world to see this one, man. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you for your team as well for coming as well.
Behind the scenes.
Honestly, you guys have been brilliant as well. Guys, Vibe with 5 will be back. We've got loads more videos coming out with Kevin Prince. Boateng.
Hey.
Keep watching. Peace.
Domino back is out.
inside, get inside, get inside.
Hostiles launched a cruise missile.
One's still in this.
The round is lost. Focus on the
Oh,
next one.
Sammy, it's not working out, buddy. You're gonna have to throw everything at me to kill me.
Switching sides. Search and destroy. Hostiles are after the objectives. Defend them. Hostile UAV in the area.
Dude, how the fuck?
Final minute.
Better put fucking mines.
Uh-oh.
Don't let him get close, man. You got the Mac 10 or something.
30 seconds left.
Nice, lads.
Mission
GG.
compromised. We failed.
GG's.
Close game. KJ, you staying on or?
He's sleeping, bro.
No.
He's fucking
Yeah,
sleeping.
fuck, I just fell asleep, yeah. I want to
I
be
might
tired.
join hunting them if you want to come.
Yeah. Alright, guys, I'll be on tomorrow anyway.
Okay.
Alright, guys, thanks for the game.
Get the fuck out of here!
Thank you. See you tomorrow.
Love you guys. Bye.
See you
Bye.
live.
See you tomorrow.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Says? What the fuck?
DragoN on one? How's it going?
What's up?
What the fuck? Oh, you.
I didn't even, I kind of saw you, but then I didn't. Lay on the fucking floor.
On the ground.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
what are
he's
you
been
doing
laying
on
on the floor.
ground? God. That's a oh, it's very different.
Someone stick it up his ass.
Yeah, someone demolished that person.
I'm back in the one.
One's a crane.
Whoa,
Crane. Whoever's that.
Domination. Hostile UAV in the area. We're losing Charlie. Hostile over 1 kilo in the area. Enemy UAV active. Securing objective Bravo. Hostile advanced UAV overhead.
Enemy KIA.
Enemy securing Charlie.
Stun grenade out. Destroyed the target.
Hostile remote turret is active.
Trophy system out. Here we go. Changing mags. Your eyes on the ground. Looking it.
Sniper's down. The enemy is gaining ground. Push them back. Hostile UAV in the air. They're taking Alpha. We control Bravo.
Their sniper's down.
Loading. Slave.
You're getting banned, hackers. Hacker, hacker. 废物啊！操你妈！跟你一样啊，你妈！
Domination. Secure and hold the objective. Securing objective Alpha. We're taking Bravo. We control Alpha. Securing objective Bravo. We have taken the lead. Enemy UAV active. We're taking Bravo. Securing objective Bravo. early.
Surprise coming on.
Losing Alpha.
Grenade out.
Friendly
Don't
UAV
mention
online.
Target down.
Counter UAV is active.